Hello everybody, it's me, Granddaddy Love Cars. I'm hot, I'm sweating, but I want to make this video to show y'all how to change the rear brakes. Real LS2 C6 Corvette. Now, as you can see, these are not the factory brakes. These are aftermarket drilled and slotted ones which didn't come factory. And of course it got this little brake caliper cover. But I'm just going to quickly show y'all how to replace these. I got a fan going on because they're hot right now, but let me show y'all. Now I'm gonna say some tools you might need: socket set, maybe a little screwdriver, brake grease, cordless ratchet, and I got the brakes sitting in that box right back there. So first, Granddaddy gonna take these this bolt off for this cover. One on the top. And every Corvette is not gonna come with this. This is what this here one has. Now this will just come up and off. You can reuse that. I'll clean that a little bit and take that off. So now for this caliper pin, 15mm socket, and also for the caliper bracket, 13/16. We'll go right on now. Trying to do this one-handed so I can show my grandchildren how to do this here. I'm gonna put this on. Wrong side. That was a 14 by accident. That wasn't on there too tough at all. But you can see, you might have to get a wrench to hold that down. It's spinning, but it did break loose. Nothing stripped, nothing broke. Just broke loose. And of course you have another one on the bottom. That one came loose with ease. So I'm gonna take my battery operated ratchet. And I also want to mention, be careful when you lift this up. It's a Corvette. You gotta put it right on that frame part, you know what I'm saying? So take the bottom one off first, actually. I get a wrench. Hold on. Get an 18mm wrench. Hold it on. I'm gonna show you the top. This little bolt right here, so you can screw the actual caliper pin up. Hold on. It's hard to do this one-handed, y'all. Granddaddy's trying to show y'all. Alright, I got two hands now. Now I can make some shape. Hold that on there. Put this on there. Easy as pie. Boom. One out the way. Gonna go to the top. We're gonna do the same exact thing. Great thing is, this is not a turn-in brake style, so Jesus, that's a blessing. Now, what you're gonna do now, well, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and bust loose this caliper bracket. Now, the only reason I'm sitting down is because I'm trying to show my grandchildren how it's done. But thankfully, that wasn't on there too tight at all. And hopefully the bottom one won't be either. Sometimes you gotta put a little elbow grease into it. But since they busted loose, it don't feel very tight battery. Save yourself some has a very thick washer. Don't lose that. Now do the top. This is a very easy brake. This is not, it's a Corvette, but it's not overly complicated. Now C7, C8, I couldn't tell you. Hold on. Oh, I'm tripping. One thing I forgot to do. I'm so dumb. I turned the emergency brake on so I could take the lug nuts off by hand. So I'm going to actually prepare the new brakes. I got Powerstop Z26 brakes. I'm going to prepare that so I can show it to y'all. And I'm also going to, I will also be turning the emergency brake off. I'll be back. So I'm back. I got a few things. Now, like I said, this is a Z26 Powerstop brake kit. I don't know how well you can see it. That's what it is. Now, I'm going to tell you some important things. There's a procedure when you get new brakes. You should never ever just buy brakes and drive. You have to bed it in. Break in new, I'm going to read it to y'all verbatim. Break in new brake pads rotors using the pad bedding procedure as follows. Proper pad bedding can prevent rotor warping. Step 1. 5 moderate to aggressive stops from 40 miles per hour to 10 in a rapid succession without letting the brakes cool and not letting the car come to a complete stop. If you are forced to stop, complete the stop and either shift the vehicle into park and give it room in front of you so you're not allow the vehicle to roll. Basically, don't let it stop. Put it in neutral, or so you're not applying the brakes for it. Put it in park so you ain't applying the brakes. Step 2, continue to brake in by completing 5 moderate stops from 35 to 5 miles per hour in rapid succession without letting the brakes cool. You should smell some of the resin from the brake pads. Step 3, after this is complete, continue to drive the vehicle for as long as possible without heating the brakes excessively, without coming to a complete stop. Basically, this is a cooling method. After the brakes have cooled to a standard operating temperature, you may drive the brakes normally. The kit comes with everything. It has new grommets. This go on the caliper. It got new hardware. And of course, it comes with new pads. You can see that. These are nice, thick. This is a good quality brake pad. And I think these are carbon ceramic. And this rotor. And honestly, this rotor is larger. Seems to be larger than the old one. I mean, it is. There's no joke about it. I mean, just look. Much larger, much beefier. And this is an aftermarket brake set itself. Now I want to show y'all something. If you want it to get fancy, I am going to clean this, which is not really bad. If you want to get fancy, you could adjust your rear brakes. I mean, the emergency brake. You know, emergency brakes on a lot of vehicles are drum brakes. So if it's older, like my baby, you could adjust them, clean them, and adjust them. I'm not going to do it. Enough said. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. Take your wheel and your wire grinder. You just want to clean this up. You're not trying to be no pro with it. You can if you like to. And I like to get on this actual right here. If you want to be extra, you can actually hit the lug nuts a little, but I ain't doing that. Trying to make sure this little lip where the axle nut is clean. This is actually pretty good already though. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this brake cleaner. And then I'm gonna take me a pack of anti-seize. I need 2 hands, but take your anti-seize, rub it on here. This will help. Of course, anti-seize is self-explanatory. It stops stuff from seizing together, sticking together, bonding together, metal on metal stuff. Take it on the lip. There's probably a name for this little thing, but I just say the lip that cover the axle nut. Rub it all in there. You're really good. Get a little paper towel. Wipe off the excess off your finger, because anti-seize will get everywhere. Now, I'm gonna say 2 things. Powerstop is good. Rear driver's side, it labels it right there, so you can get the vents and the slots the right way. Now, what you gonna do, and it's not just this car, any car, clean the hell out the brake rotor, because it got a coating on there that they use to keep it packaged. Don't get surface rust and whatnot while it's packaged in the store. Give it good shelf life. Now, I'm cleaning this here rotor. Just, and you can even take an alcohol pad. Rub it off. A bottle of alcohol and a paper towel. Or you can do it the right way. I ain't gonna say right, but the proper way. And get some brake cleaner. Now I rubbed it pretty good. Now you do everything. I'm gonna put this here rotor on. Driver rear. That rotor is freaking huge. Got my rotor on. Now I'm gonna start doing caliper bracket work. Boom. Taking one pin out. I take the other pin out. I already took this out. It's the old hardware. That's trash. So I mean, this kit got everything. So you don't have to do this, but I like to do this part. And well, I'm gonna say that for this vehicle you don't have to, because the brake pads sit on the hardware. But I'm gonna take a wire wheel I'm gonna spruce this up just a tad. Spruce it up. It's really just dirty. It ain't really rusted. Take your brake cleaner, spray it down. Now, like I said, this kit is great because it give me the little rubber bone, rubber, whatever you want to call it, that go right here. I never bought a kit that came with this. I've used Powerstop a lot, but not this Performance one specifically. I'm just gonna put this rubber right back on there. I'll put this rubber. There it go. Now, I'm gonna put that to the side. Now this is the fun part. You're gonna play with that brake grease. I mean, yeah, brake lubricant grease. Put your hardware in. Fit in there perfect. This is factory, no aftermarket caliper, no aftermarket, nothing that. Factory brake caliper bracket. Now, I don't need to clean this, it's clean. I just bought this yesterday. I worked on a car. Permatex ceramic brake parts lubricant. It's purple, like the Incredible Hulk. Purple like my shirt. I lube it now. I put it on the back. You must put it in the groove because that's where the brake caliper, I mean the brake pads itself, ride on so they can go back and forth when it's on your vehicle. You just lube it. Lube it. Lube it. Now, this is what you're gonna do. That's lubed down. You're gonna take your bracket. Remember the thick wash on there. Keep that. Finger it in. I know it's a little dark back there. Take the bottom one. I'm gonna do this till it get tight. And honestly, I'm gonna take this because it got a little length on it. There's a torque number to this. Mine is just manpower. Now, you're gonna do this. Take your new brake pads. I'm putting this one with the thing, the scratch meter. I'm gonna put it on the inside. Now, granddaddy, I lube the hell out of these. All on the back side. I put one on the back strip. Not on the friction material, just on the metal part that's gonna ride. I put it on him. On the tips. I lube that thing up. It's good to wear gloves when you're doing this, even if you like it raw. The feeling of all the brake pads and doing it hands on. I still put gloves on because this here stuff can get everywhere. Just work it in. Now you have done the outside, and I have happened to sweat up the inside. Now it's the same thing in and out. I'm just gonna lube. See, I got some on there. Wipe that off. You do not want this on the actual friction material. But don't be scared, just be careful. And you can just take it. And you're gonna do the same thing, just work it inside. Now, two things. I ain't deep cleaning. I just rub all the old brake grease off of my caliper slides. Caliper pin, caliper slide. It's a pin that slides and you're gonna slide the pin in. I like to get these real lubed up. I put this all in there. That should be good. And this new right on in there. Same thing for the top one. You're gonna take it. I mean, lube it up good. Don't be scared, especially with the new rubber grommet things. They ain't got no grease in there. You're gonna take it. That's in there. Now, something I'm gonna do wrong. I'm gonna get it done, but it's technically not the proper way. And also, I can show you two things. Let me show y'all. One, the brake friction material. This is the friction material. This is just the hard, the backing plate of it. There was almost no brake on here. Same go for this one. Inside pad and outside. There was no brake. So, perfect time to change my brakes. Also, look at the rotor. Like I said, you can just clearly see the old one was a little smaller. And just look, got a little lip forming on it. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't really grooving. But it was definitely time to go. Now, I'm going to try to show y'all as best as I can. You got to put that piston back in. I hope y'all can see because I'm not doing too good. Now, I pushed my caliper piston in. So now, I'm going to take it. Slide it over. Find my two bolts. Top. And the bottom. Now remember what I said. You need that 18mm wrench because this here wants to spin on you. My 15. Whoops. Huh? I just reversed it out. Do the same thing for the bottom. That top one tight. I'm just double checking. That's good. This side is really done. All I'm gonna do now is put this little caliper cover back on it. It just slide on there. It has some silicone grease on them, which, don't get me wrong, is good, but it wouldn't slide back on. So. Slide it back on. I'm gonna take the caliper cover, slide it back on. That's it. Don't forget, pump your brakes when you first start. Do the break-in procedure. 5 aggressive stops, 40 to 10. 5 moderate stop, 35 to 5. Drive on the highway or somewhere so it can cool down. You're good to go. Put the wheel back on, torque it. I do believe in torquing the wheel. 100 pound-feet. Do the other side. Granddaddy love y'all. I'm sweating. Don't drink and drive. Don't phone and drive. Love your neighbor. Say your prayers. Put God first. Peace. I'm out.